Hello and welcome. It's your main math man, Mr. Lyons here. Hope all is well. And right now, we are on page 28, and we're discovering and using rules to simplify exponential expressions when it's a product raised to a power, also known as a power raised to a power, right? You see what I mean here? First off, make sure you have this written down in your notes. All right, the biggest thing is be careful because there's parentheses here. You should keep the parentheses. Because there's no parentheses here, it's actually 9 that's being squared, and this -1 is being multiplied by that. Don't forget, all right? That's the trickiest part. This fraction, you definitely need parentheses there. And for f, 3.1 and n are both bases. Yes, you can have 3.1 to the 7th power, n to the 4th power, right? You have two separate bases here. So let's take a look at example 1 after that quick review. Expand and simplify the expression below. What do you notice about this expression that's different than these expressions here and the ones that we've been working with? That's right. I have two exponents here, right? And so let me ask you this. What do you see as the base? A lot of students think 3 to the 4th is the base, or 3 is the base. Which one do you think? That's right. It's actually 3 to the 4th is going to be the base because you see parentheses here. This whole group, 3 to the 4th power, is being raised to the 5th power. So what would that look like expanded? Well, what's my base? 3 to the 4th is my base. How many times do I have 3? Is that 3 to the 4th a factor? That's going to be 3 to the 4th times 3 to the 4th. Go ahead and finish this if you can. Times 3 to the 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 3 to the 4th power. 5 bases, right? I can expand this even further. Let's take it a step further. Let's expand this even more, right? How would you expand 3 to the 4th power? Now I have just 3 as a base after I expanded. That would be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, right? Times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And you could put a multiplication sign here, but you don't even really need that because we know parentheses means you're just multiplying, right? See if you can finish this on your own. Oh my goodness. Have mercy. Okay, that took quite some time, right? Lord, we expanded. Now can we simplify this? How can we simplify this? Well, we learned how we could have simplified this quite some time ago, right? Like a couple days ago, we learned that when you're multiplying a base repeatedly, you have the same base. What could you just do? That's right. This is 3 to the 4th, but how many 3's for bases do we have here? How many times do we have 3 as a factor? Count. Right? You should have counted and notice, pause the video if you need to, that you have 3 to the 20th power. We have 23's as factors here, right? Not 23, 23's as factors here. That's kind of cray. It's kind of cray, right? Now, let's talk about what we observed, what we noticed here, right? And by the way, if you wanted to really quickly show this on the calculator, right? I know you don't have this type of calculator, but most calculators are the same. So I'm going to plug this in my calculator. 3 to the 4th. But use parentheses 3, and I'm going to put the caret. You should have a little caret right here, right? To show exponents to the 4th. And let me actually clear that. 3 to the 4th, parentheses. Then I'm going to put the caret again to the 5th, right? And what do we get? Look at this chunky old number here. Woo! Right? What do you think will happen if we type in 3 to the 20th power now? What do you think will happen now? All right, check out for yourself. What do you think will happen? We get the same exact thing, so that shows that our math was correct. All right, but what did you notice here? What did you notice? I noticed that it took a long time. Took a while to do. All right? Don't judge the handwriting. You know how to spell while. Took a while to do this, right? It took a long time. But what else did you notice? What else did you notice? How do we get 3 to the 4th power? All that raised to the 5th power, how else could we have gotten this? What similarities do you see here, right? What else could you have seen here? Write that down as a note. I'm not going to say what we could have done, but how could we have gotten from here to here in a more efficient step instead of expanding? Well, that's what we're learning today, and that's what we're going to discover. So for example 2 and 3, I want you to expand just like we did up here. I promise it shouldn't take as long, but expand the same way we did here. Be careful with the bases, for example 2 and example 3, and see if you notice any patterns that could make this a little easier, a little faster, a little more efficient. Okay? And I'll check you in the next video.